Alright, so we're in geometry. Today's date is Wednesday, April 17th, 2019. There's too much talking back there. If you guys are talking, I'm going to make you sit by the table. So, factoring in 2 steps. This is copy-pasted from 15.1, copy-pasted from 15-2. What are the 2 steps whenever we do our factoring? 1 person knows, 2 people know, 3 people know, 4 people know. Caroline. GCF and Ninja Star. And I'm going to make a little addition in number 2. Let's always use the Advanced Ninja Star from here on out. Advanced Ninja Star. I can't make J's very well, apparently. Ninja Star. From here on out, always use Advanced Ninja Star. So all the stuff that you did yesterday, it's not forgotten because it's the same set of skills. We're just going to be doing something a little bit harder from here on out. All right, so thank you, Caroline. And you can turn in your card. All right, so distributing versus factoring. Again, this is going forward to show you what going forwards look like. And then somehow we're going to have to engineer a way to go backwards. So first, going forwards. Who can help me multiply these 2 binomials? You can either use FOIL or box, whatever method you want to do. Who can do this for us? I see 2 hands. Only 2 people know how to do all the stuff from Unit 14. 3, 4, 5. India, go for it.
I'm going to do FOIL and do 2x times 3x, which will get 6x squared. And then you're going to take the 2x and times it by negative 5, and you're going to get negative 10x. And then you're going to take the 3, and you're going to multiply it by 3x, negative 9x. You're going to multiply 3 by the negative 5 and get negative 15. You want me to simplify the equation as well?
Can you simplify? Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to do 6x squared x minus x minus 15.
Thank you, India. And I now have India's card. All right, so now we have to go backwards. I'm going to now start at 6x squared minus x minus 15. That is my new problem. How do I go backwards? Obviously, I know my answer. My answer should be 2x plus 3, 3x minus 5. But how do we go backwards? The trouble is, yesterday we only learned how to do it when this coefficient right here is a 1. Now we're going to have to do coefficients that are bigger than 1. All right, so this is where we start learning our Advanced Ninja Star. Again, you're using this generally when you have a trinomial. The big thing here is, let's do a star right here. The star here is it needs to be a positive A. And maybe if you don't like writing out the word positive, you can do this positive sign. It needs to be a positive A, or you could say A needs to be bigger than 0. Whatever you want to say, this A right here needs to be positive. It has to be positive. If it's negative, you need to factor out a negative 1. And Martine, can you take off your hood, please? Chewy, same thing. Chewy?
My hoodie?
Hood, yes. Thank you. All right.
And your hat. Yeah, and your
Hats are fine. All right.
No, they're not. They're not fine.
They're not fine?
No, they're not.
Why are they not fine?
You're supposed to have them off in the building.
I mean, if you're respectful, you'll have them off in the building. I just care if I can see your ears so you know that you're listening. All right, so from here, we're going to add a little bit to our steps. Yesterday we had 4 steps. Today we have 6 steps. Again, I wrote, this is our new problem. We're starting with 6x squared minus x minus 15. Notice what A, B, and C are. I'll label it underneath just like you will in your notes. Copy this down. 6 is going to be our A term. A is 6. B is going to be this negative 1 term because it's a negative x, so B is negative 1. And then C is going to be negative 15. So who can tell me what to write on the top and the bottom? I need someone to do step 1 and step 2. What do I do on this Ninja Star? Step 1 and step 2. Anna, go for it.
So on the top you do negative 15, and on the bottom you do negative 1.
So we'll have to be a little bit careful. So I'm going to actually have to multiply A times C on the top. So I'm going to have to do 6 times 15. And really quickly, I can do that for us. 6 times 15 is 90. So what number goes on the top?
9.
Careful.
Negative 9.
Negative 90 and
On the bottom, negative 6.
should be negative.
Because 1 times 6 is negative.
So you just put the B. Just the B on the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So B is,
Negative 1.
there it is. All right. So Anna set up the first half of the Ninja Star. But the Ninja Star still needs to be set up more before we can solve it. All right, thank you, Anna. So everyone has this written down. Everyone understands this general procedure. If there's too much talking back there, you're starting to lose my trust. I'm going to have to make you...
No, they're talking about it.
I heard Chewy only. What I'm going to do now, and this is very key, is I'm going to scratch out this squared. In terms of you just doing it on your paper, you can just put your thumb over it if you want. But I'm going to write this 6x term without the squared on the top left and the top right. That's what I'm trying to say here by the ax term. It's not ax squared, it's just the ax as if the square was canceled out. So I'm going to put 6x in the top left and 6x in the top right. Now I have a hard question. What times what is negative 90 and also adds to negative 1? This is where I'm going to pause and make sure that you guys try to figure this one out. What times what is negative 90 and also adds to negative 1? Well, 1 and 90 multiply to 90, but that doesn't help us. 2 and 45 also multiply to 90, that doesn't help us. One person has an answer. 2 people have an answer. I'm going to pause here longer than I normally would because this is where the real math comes in. How do I get 2 things to multiply to 90 but also add to 1? So I'm going to call on Ellery. Ellery, can you just tell us one of them so everyone else can figure out the other number? 9. 9 is one of the numbers. I'll write that in green. Thank you, Ellery. You can turn in your card. I know that Ellery knows the other one because she obviously got half of it, which means she got the other half as well. Ellery, there's your marble. All right, now I should be seeing more hands. What is the other factor? What is the other number that I'm looking for? Ah, there's more hands. Martine, negative 10. Yes, 9 times negative 10 is negative 90. 9 plus negative 10 is negative 1. Thank you, Martine. All right. Yes, good question. Okay, where did negative 90 come from? Because shouldn't it have been negative 15? The new step here is I multiply the first and the last coefficient. 6 times negative 15. So 6 times negative 15 is negative 90. It's a slightly new procedure. Okay, and I'm not done yet. Are you still not getting it? No. So if I do on my calculator 6 times negative 15, that is negative 90. So I'm just multiplying the first times the last. And that's where this negative 90 came from. So 6 was this 6 right here. I'm multiplying this first coefficient times the last coefficient. This was the problem that we started with. So I'm just taking the first coefficient and the last coefficient. Caught up? Yeah. Good. Good questions. I like people to ask questions because it means that you're paying attention. All right. So from here, I normally would write, don't write this now, don't write this now. Normally I would write 6x plus 9 and 6x minus 10. The problem with this is 6 times 6 is 36. That isn't 36. So I need to reduce these fractions. So coming back here, I need to now reduce this fraction right here, 6x over 9. I need to reduce this fraction, 6x divided by negative 10. I need one volunteer. What can I divide the top and bottom, the numerator and denominator by, to reduce this fraction and also reduce that fraction? Caroline. Okay, divide the top and bottom by 3, and what do I get? 2 what over 3? Perfect. Yeah, thank you, Caroline. Caroline reduced this left-hand side for us. I need someone else to reduce the right-hand side for us. I have 2x over 3. Thank you, Caroline. And someone reduce the right-hand side for me as well. Quiet raised hand, Aurelio. Aurelio, go for it. So 3 something over something 5. Just edit it a little bit more. 3 what over 5? Aurelio?
What?
3 what over 5?
Sorry,
3x. And is it a positive or a negative 5, Aurelio? It is a negative 5. Thank you, Aurelio. It is 3x over negative 5. So come back here, Aurelio. I now have your card, and you have gotten back to a positive value for participating. Yeah, you just simplify the fraction. Yeah, both 6 and 10 were divisible by 2, so that's why I simplified by dividing by 2. 6 and 9 were divisible by 3, so I divide the top and bottom by 3. Thank you. All right, now that I have it simplified, now I write it down. This is going to be 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3, and this is going to be 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5. That is writing it in the correct form. And notice now, if we multiply these first two, 2x times 3x, 2 times 3 is 6, x times x is x squared, so this is 6x squared. That is what we started with. We now have our final answer, box it. This is how we go backwards. And we can check this as well. 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3, 3x minus 5, 3x minus 5. So a few additional steps, and from here on out, even if I have a coefficient of 1 right here, I'm always going to be using Advanced Ninja Star since it will work on everything. It will work on the easy ones and the hard ones. Let's see if we can remember those steps. All right, I'm coming down here to do example 1, Oscar. Oscar, 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 poke him, make him awake. I'm coming down here to example 1. Step 1 is to find the greatest common factor. I'll give you a hint, there isn't one. I want you to just practice step 2, which is finding or using the Advanced Ninja Star. There's no greatest common factor because 2, 3, and 35 don't have a number in common aside from 1. All right, so I'm going to be using Advanced Ninja Star. I will set it up. It's the X with a line, a horizontal line in between, like that. Make your Advanced Ninja Star. I need 1 volunteer. Set up the Ninja Star. 1 volunteer. Set up the Ninja Star. Who's it going to be?
Oh, right.
Great, mate.
What?
What? You what, mate? Sam, go for it. Okay, go for it.
So like -3 is on top of it, right? I mean -35.
So I'm going to multiply that -35 by 2 on top. So what's 35 times 2? You can listen to Anna too.
-70.
-70. Perfect. So -70 goes on the top. What goes on the bottom?
You multiply 2 and
So you just do the middle term. Just 3. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Sam. All right, and I have your card. All right, so now I need to finish setting up the Ninja Star. What goes in the top left? What goes in the top right?
Is that a -70?
It is a -70, yes, because I'm multiplying the 2 by the -35.
That's a 7? How about 10, bro? Is that a 10 or a 7?
You want me to get my handwriting a little bit better?
Wait, what? What, Colby? What did you just
Um,
say? He said that's the worst handwriting he's ever seen.
I heard Aurelio tell me that that's the worst handwriting he's ever seen.
I never said that.
The first words that said that were Aurelio.
Dude,
Negative
don't worry,
70.
mine is worse.
I put a little tick mark there if you want. All right.
What?
All right. Who can tell me what goes in the top left and the top right? Emily. 2x and 2x. Yeah, good job. 2x, because I'm basically scratching out that squared term. By the way, I feel bad for giving you a lie, but that's not really how it works. Normally, you're just taking this term. So this x, so this is an x. We'll see that in Algebra 2 more, but yeah, for now, scratch out the 2. That will work for us. All right, so Emily, you are in. I have your card. If you turn that in, please. And the question now becomes, what times what is 70? Oh, man, 2 people already on it. What times what is -70 and also adds to a positive 3? Only 2 people. 3 people. 4 people. 5 people. 6 people. Nice. More and more hands. Yeah, go for it, Atziri. Oh, man, there it is. 7. And which one of them is negative to make sure I have a positive 3? If I have a -10, that will be a -3. Yeah, there it is. -7. Yeah, good job, Atziri. Go ahead and turn in your card. And marble for Atziri. All right. Chewy, you've been talking a lot today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to let you sit over there anymore.
Move him. He is disrespecting you. How do you feel?
All right. So I'm almost done. I can't write my final form as 2x minus 7, 2x plus 10, because one of these can be reduced. Who can reduce that one that can be reduced? It's either the left or the right, and then you need to reduce it. Who can do it? 2 people can do it. 3 people can do it. 4 people can do it. Jaden, go for it.
I put 1 over 1x over 5?
For the which side?
For the right side.
Oh yeah, so there it is. So this right side, as Jaden just told us, is 1x over 5. He reduced that fraction. And this left side cannot be reduced. 2 and 7 have no greatest common factor. So this is still 2x over negative 7. I cannot reduce the left side, but I can reduce the right side, and Jaden did that for us. So thank you, Jaden.
Anything to help.
Yeah, that's right. All right, nice.
It smells like dog shampoo.
I don't even know what dog shampoo smells like. Okay, so
Like dog shampoo?
who can write the final form for us? The final form. Go for it, Sam. Start your parentheses.
2x
2x
minus 7.
minus 7.
Parentheses again. 1x plus 5.
There it is. Yeah, thank you. So Sam has our final answer. Please box it. Box your final answer. Thank you, Sam. All right, give me a fist of 5 so far. For all of this lesson thus far, example 1 and all the material, how well are you following? 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 3, 4. Is that a 5, Ellery? 5. Jaden, Chewy, where are you at? It's 4.5. 3.5. Chewy's at a 4. Martine, what are you at? 3. All right. So I would say the average is about a 3.5. All right, so let's do example 2. Now I do have to do step 1 and step 2. What was step 1 again? Who can do step 1 for me? It was at the very beginning of our notes if you forgot what step 1 and step 2 are. Every single time, check step 1. It might not happen, but this case it does. What is step 1? Yeah, Leo. Yeah, greatest common factor. Do you want to also do that for us? 2 is the greatest common factor. So 2 is going to be the greatest common factor. I'm going to set up my parentheses. Thank you, Leo. So 2 was the greatest common factor, but there's a problem. If I factor out 2, which is the greatest common factor, I'm going to be stuck with a negative. If I'm going to be stuck with, don't write this down, I'm going to be stuck with a negative 6x squared, which is a problem because I still have this negative. So Leo, do you have an idea for how to improve what we could factor out? Okay, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but yes. So something has to be changed about this 2, even though it is the greatest common factor. You want to give it a shot again? Negative 2, yeah, perfect. Let's factor out a negative 2 so we have a positive leading coefficient. Yeah, thank you, Leo. I'll give you another dose because I didn't mean to put you on the spot. All right, now that I factor out a negative 2, another quiet raised hand, what is left on the inside? And there's Leo's marble. Man, Sam is so ready to participate today. Yeah, Beverly, go for it. Yep. There it is. Yeah, everyone write it down. Thank you, Beverly. You can turn in your card. There's a little bit too much talking. I don't think that I appreciate that. All right, so we have the greatest common factor factored out with the negative also. Now I'm on to step 2. Step 2 is the advanced ninja star. So advanced ninja star, I'm going to set it up on the right-hand side over here. I need one person to tell me the 4 values to add to my advanced ninja star to set it up. Who can set it up? I see 1 hand. I see 2 hands. I see India and Sam. Anyone else? I see Ellery. I see Anna. Go for it, India.
The top is going to be -18.
Negative 18 because you multiplied the negative 3 and 6. Good job.
The bottom is going to be 7.
Perfect.
The top left and top right are going to be 6x.
There it is. 6x and 6x. Everyone write down your advanced ninja star. And while you're doing this problem, think about if you could do this on your own, because example 3 is going to be you or you and your group. Yes. Can you ask that to the class louder? How did we get negative 18? Someone else answer that. That's XP.
7.
Anna, go for it.
So you multiply the first value and the last, or the first term and the last term.
Yep, thank you, Anna. All right. So now I have to figure out what times what is negative 18. And that same what times what has to add to 7, a positive 7. So what times what is negative 18? Anyone got an idea? I got 2 hands so far. I'm looking for more hands. 3 hands. Is Leo's hand up? No, he's thinking. Still have 3 hands, 4 hands, 5 hands. Cheyenne, go for it. Negative 2 and 9. There it is. Yep, thank you. Cheyenne is in. I can now collect your card. And Cheyenne's marble is in. All right, we're almost there. I need to do something else. What is that something else that I need to do and then do it? Oscar, go for it.
Let's simplify like both sides, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it. 3x over negative 1. And this one is going to be
3x
over 3.
Wait, it'd be like, yeah, it'd be 1. No, it'd be 2x over. Sorry.
2x over 3. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you divide both by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Up here we divided by 2, so that's where we did to get our simplified fraction. Thank you, Oscar. And marble for Oscar. All right. And my final answer, my last person that's going to participate for example 2. What is the final answer? Is that a hand, Leo? No? Final answer. Anna, go for it.
So parentheses 2x over 3, or plus 3, and then parentheses 3x minus 1.
You're really, really close. What are you forgetting?
Oh, negative 2.
There it is. Yeah, don't forget that greatest common factor, guys. It's the second most common mistake when factoring these things. The first most common mistake is forgetting to factor it out. The second most common mistake is to keep it after you factor it out. It's always step 1 that hinders people in these types of problems, I would guess. All right, that is our answer for example 3 or example 2. You are doing example 3 by yourselves or in groups. Figure out how to do step 1 and step 2 using that advanced Ninja Star. Give it a shot. All right, so for example 3, what is the first step? Quiet raised hand. Who can do the first step? Oh gosh, no one? Yeah, Leo, go for it. Yep. All right. Parentheses. 12x plus 13x. 6 and then parentheses like that. All right, cool. Yeah, there we go. There's our first step. All right, so thank you, Leo. And I'm going to be looking for someone to do the next step. What am I doing next? What am I doing next? Leo factored out the greatest common factor for us. What am I doing next for XP? Go for it, Ellery. Okay. And what goes where?
For the first one, you're going to do negative 4 times 12, which is going to give you negative 48 on top. And then you're going to take the 13, which will go on the bottom.
So 13. Okay, I think we might have made a mistake back here. I think this 6 might have been changed to...
Oh, wait, yeah, that should be a 4.
All right.
Yeah, divided by 3.
Yes. Okay, so on the top you should get negative 48. 4 times 12.
Okay, and then you're going to put 12x in the, and then the number that goes, you're going to have 16 and negative 3.
16 and negative 3.
And then to simplify, divide by 4.
Okay.
So you'll have side divided by 3, and you'll have 4x over negative 1.
Perfect. Cool, I'll let someone else write the final answer, but make sure that everyone can get to that spot.
Okay.
Ask me questions about this position. What questions do you have about this problem?
I have a question.
What's your question? If there's no question, then I need a volunteer to do the final answer. Who can write it in the correct form?
I got you.
I'm looking for a quiet raised hand. Who can write this in the correct form?
I got you.
Do you want to do a quiet raised hand over there?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Quiet raised hand, Aurelio? Quiet raised hand? Quiet raised hand? Ah, there it is. Yeah, Aurelio.
Alright. So put a 3 on there.
Put a 3 on there.
There you go, parentheses. 3x plus 4. Put another parentheses. 4x minus 1. Then put parentheses over. And then boom, value.
All right, there it is. Yeah, thank you, Aurelio. That is our final example, final answer. All right, give me a fist of 5. How well did you follow this entire lesson?
I get like 3.5.
Yeah, you can give me a 3.5. I'm seeing a 4, a 4, a 4, a 4, 5, 4, 3.5. Wavy fingers. All right. Go ahead and write a nice short summary, something about the difference between the Advanced Ninja Star and the old-fashioned Ninja Star from yesterday. And then you guys already have the paper homework.